What about lending? Because I was reading, again, from Lodging Econometrics, JP Ford, I'm sure you guys know, he was talking about that for mid-scale hotel loans are kind of the favored lending vehicles for Main Street banks. Is that, I mean, is it getting better in that regard, or what is it looking like?
It's the favorite one.
Do you mean Main Street? Sorry.
Main Street, I guess, then meaning the Main Street banks, not local banks.
Regional?
Yeah, regional banks, not Goldman Sachs or their white.
Right, got it. Or some of the small city banks, some of the regional banks that have got a little bit more grunt behind them.
Right.
A lot of times their familiarity, they understand it. How hard is it to understand an 80 unit, just breakfast in the morning, limited reading? I mean, it's an easy model to grasp from an operations standpoint.
Right.
But also, whether you're dealing with the local hometown hero, the successful developer in that market that can go to that regional bank or local bank saying, look, I have a lot of debt to do now and some other businesses I'm looking to expand and build a hotel. You're comfortable with me, you have track record, you understand this marketplace. Can I get an $8 million loan or a $5 million loan to build an 80-room mid-scale hotel? I think that's what we're seeing in terms of deals that are getting financed at that local, regional bank level. I think there are a lot of major national players that have come back, saying we're back. Not yet.
CBS is coming back because it's the right dollar amount of the loan. So you're right, it's knowing the local markets, having the relationship, but then on top of that, it just happens to be the right dollar.
Sweet spot. Money may be coming back, but it's never going to be the same. And as far as the thing that keeps our industry in checks and balances is really the banks. Hoteliers, and I've been guilty as this as anybody, will build hotels as long as somebody gives them the money to. Because we always think we're the smartest darn person in the room, and there might be everybody else saying, but I got this site here. The only thing that curbs hotel development is the lending. And for the better of the industry as a whole, lending has changed forever. It used to be when I started building hotels, you built a hotel, you got an appraisal, you took 75% of that appraisal, you took that money that was the excess, and you went and built another hotel. And the next turnaround, they said, okay, now you're going to put that loan in the pool, but you don't have to be personally liable on it, and you put 10 or 15% down. Now we're at 30%, personal liability. The people who are developing hotels have to put real money in. And so your construction will come back and lending will come back, but it's changed forever. For the better of our industry. Not for franchise sales, mind you, but for the better of the industry, it's changed. There's no longer can you build a hotel, get an appraisal, and take money out of the hotel. So that's the beat.
I think I'm the oldest person here. I said that in 1968. I said it in 1982. I said it in 1986. I said it in 1993. I said it in 1997. I said it in 2002. I've gotten tired of saying it because it always seems
history repeats itself. It just does.
Right.
So what is that? Is it greed? I mean, what do you think is driving that? Is that short-term memory?
I think it is people make decisions based on the information available at the time. And at the time, things can look great. And I think there will be more underwriting, but underwriting hasn't been a good protection of the investment or the lending in the past, so I don't know if it will be next time. I hope you're right, but my guess is, I've been to 11 cycles and it hasn't really ever changed. We'll get back up to 70%, right? And of course, the window between when someone says, I'm going to build a hotel and we stabilize performance is just about the amount of time it takes for the economy to enter a recession. So the decision may have been made on very good data, but then the world will have changed by the time the supply.
It's interesting you said Greg Annis, I think he's out of Milwaukee and he knows the Midwest very well, and he has offices in Miami. He said just yesterday we were talking about a new construction and he's working on a couple projects for us, and he said, I'm writing these bills today and they're reading them now. The banks are actually reading them, and he gives us, 5 or 6 years ago, they didn't read them, right? They just said, check the box, right? Is it in? Okay, pay your...
Did they get a star report? Yeah. Check, right.
So he said, he's even had to up his game a bit to make sure that the right deals are getting done. But there's still a lot of markets out there where it makes sense. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Like I said, you can't keep developers down. They're going to build. So you got to find where to do it. So.
Well, whose fault is it really that it got back to the way it was? It was the brands being greedy. When we build them, we're going to take as many as we can. I mean, really.
Really?
Yeah, everybody will take
I think everyone is guilty.
Yeah, I don't think you can't put the face on everyone.
It's the equity, it's the debt, it's the brand, it's the developer, it's the builder.
We're all at the trough.
Yeah.